Donchen EA beta. I don't have a new on. Good morning, friends. This is Chef Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are 9th of November 2018. Remind you, this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider time and condition before you continue. Send when you receive this recording. As well, thank God for another day into my life and pray His blessings today in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, good morning. Just gonna have a quick webinar today. It is Friday. Not much happened there. The week is actually done at the moment. I don't have any intention to open new trades. This I have disconnected the E8 and any possible. So 10:30 we got a RBA monetary policy statement with Australia. So might react the currency. 7:30 we had GDP with the pound manufacturing production and prelim GDP for the British pound, and see how it finished at the end of the pound was number 5 in the list on the weekly, and that's all. 11:30 the US has a PPI monthly statement, and then after that very clean and clear news over there. Okay, so we start with this one, and what I done is just gonna go straight to the number 5 where I took it over here. So what I'm going to do this week as well is we got the weekly up. We got this is where the weekly started, and here is our first go, I guess. So if the price is in the midpoint, I'm just gonna open the trade, put the stop loss on the previous low, and day by day just come and follow over there. So the EA here automatically has done it with 138 pips and some losses. I think it was 24 pips over there, if I remember more. So same with this is number 5. No, that's number 5. Same with this one. The weekly was up. This is the day, and the midpoint is about, so we can actually put the order, put the stop loss at the bottom, and then follow up. So here we ended up with 105 pips. That's as well the beginning of the week, and yeah, so that's ended up quite good as well. Number 5. Pound yen. So that's one of the things that I would like to do for, once I got the direction that I'm looking for, what am I going to do is connecting the midline trade. Even, it's better if it is about there, because the market comes over here, hits over there, and then runs over there. So this one actually I was waiting for a pullback, and this is whenever happened the pullback. So in this case, I'm going to use this kind of strategy using the midpoint entry and do these things automatically from now on. I have no webinar link received. Okay, let me have a look with that. And yeah, so we were in the New Zealand Swiss, and I just going straight through the chats that I sent you. So what our idea is going to be with this one, the weekly is up, and what I'm going to do, if I do have a retracement, the one I'm just gonna open the trade, let it run, and then take that one there. So this one yesterday I got a close out with a nice 77 pips. For this one is a big. I got a loss because I was using the number 10 and breakouts and all this. So, but at the moment I'm gonna be using the new settings for that. Yes, Jackie. Jackie said, I love the daily webinars, but a granddaughter is a beautiful distraction. Yeah, she's my cutie. Can't live without her now. All right, so here, New Zealand Canadian, we did have a weekly up, but as we see, and waiting for the daily retracement. So I think this is gonna be a nice way of looking as well. And then and yeah, so this is at the first entry was over here because I was using the number 10, which was too noisy, but using the retracement of the midline, which is over here, so that would be there, and then well protected that trade would carry on, to that. Yesterday I tied up all the stuff. Remember, I said to you, I believe this is a 3 days like that is enough, isn't it? So I knew that it's gonna be some kind of retracement, so I tied all the stops, put it very very, very close. And yeah, so after that, nothing more to worry. Euro New Zealand is another one as well. As we're looking, the weekly size down, and then it is the first retracement. And so here I could have put my trade, which is actually the first trade was over there right in the beginning. Got a stop out so quickly, but then they re-entered it again on the midline, and that one did 300 pips. It just could not copy very well, but yeah, 300 pip has done it, and tell you can't complain with that one either. Um, so here we are again. Weekly is up. Here we got in the 1 hour the daily retracement. So the midline here could help us. Okay, this is my entry, this is my entry, stop loss, and then once a day, once a day, once a day, and sometimes when yesterday, like I said, I tied up with everything. I did not wait for that one to come. I did have my stops as well tied up, but here it is 5 pips below the line. Very well done at 92 pips. Can't complain. 22 was at the beginning of the week because I was testing the number 10, but now I'm happy with this one. Australian Swiss is another one here. We got the weekly on a strong direction. The beginning of the week, we already got in the red, so that allow us to set the E8 in this in this condition over there, and that it is the run from that point on. Um, so again, the weekly, we're still looking at the watch list number one. Was waiting for the daily retracement, but in here we already did have that retracement, so allow us to set the trace around there, the stop loss over here, and this one is still alive, that one there with a nice profit from that to here. So it looks like possible it will continue. We don't know. The main thing is that we'll see what happened with that one there. We're looking to go short, and I forgot to take the sell limit out. So this is the beginning of the week. So this would be our entry. So the market clicks over here, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, and a stop loss once a day if we do manually with this tool over there. And the E8 still running. So this is that's my next target to the next 100 pips down. So, and there we are. So quite nice done from that. Australian US, we got weekly up. The tail is a bit um, strong, but here it is. The entry comes to the midline. Get the entry where there is stop loss trailing, and this is as I say, we're never gonna get tops and bottoms of the market, but if we can get the 60 in the middle, I think it should be fine. So here is because I was playing with different sets at that time, so I got to stop at one with 3 pips, 2 pips over there, and I was very sure disconnect the EA yesterday. I don't know why I got triggered because I didn't want to enter yesterday. I was carrying. Um, I didn't have any intention, but anyway, so 22 pips gone there, and yeah, so pound Swiss, we got a weekly up, and there it is. So here, so if you're looking, like I said, once they I don't want to trade the breakout. I want to wait for the market to come back. Now, of course, if here it would be the market where it is. But one thing I like it is that with so here it would be the touch, and this would be the close. Enter back again and close back again over there. And the beauty is that we don't have to look for it, don't have to watch it. It's just the EA does in his own mind from here. I think here I got a one stop out over there as well. So done it. That's done it very well. Now, as we see, we're coming right to the end of the list, and this is when we start looking, some kind of there. But even that, the market managed to come to the midpoint, maybe close over here, enter back again, and then close over there, and then that's it. There's nothing more there can be done. We just take it what it is, and that's it. So that's the conditions. Euro pound. Euro pound did have two trades there. So that's the weekly over here. So we're looking over there. So immediately we connect the midpoint. Midpoint got us over there, and then if we do manually, I say once a day, move at a stop. Sometimes I find a bit. Um, Sometimes works very well. Sometimes doesn't. No, last week or 2 weeks ago, we would have done with the pound crosses. We would have missed all the run, but this one can take. The good thing is if we go enter over there and get close over here, here re-enter it again, and here it close me out of it again. Here re-enter it again, and then for sure at the moment I would put a tie stops as we're coming over there. So it's a matter of getting used to with the settings of the EA. So this is another one. Weekly is up, pound US is the last one in our list. And if we're looking over here, soon the market gaps about the midline, so we can set up there, put over here, and there it is, the close. So it seems like it's going to be working. Okay, I'm doing this manually. When you say wait for the retracement to enter the trade in the midline, doesn't matter outside the line, the blue or the red. Yeah, so what we're looking, Jackie, is first of all, we got the direction, the watch list. We know where the direction we're looking over there. Um, the market comes to this point. So here you would have put a buy limit if the market is about, if the price is below the line and we want to look to buy, then we put a buy stop. So the main thing is that we're using the direction of the weekly to trade, depending where it is the market. If the market is about, we're looking for buy a stop. For example, right over here, if we're still looking to go long today, we would have put a buy a stop because this is the midline over there. Yeah, but I don't know. For me, I would be suggested that if you let me install the ER in your computer, um, and I'm working with it the moment with the MQL lock from America, um, and then yeah, um, you can use the EA as well. So that's that. Yeah. I have somebody with me after the webinar. After that, I give you a call because maybe I show you now. It's a big job that you need to do on your computer before the EA is installed, and I have to do that as well. Another work over there, and many of people know that that is there. So we finished with the group list, the watch list number 1 comes watch list number 2. As I say, it is not much, so let's go straight to the what it is. There it is. So now we know that the watch list number 2 will always, zones will work, zones will not. All right, and this is a problem always. So you have to you got to make sure that this is enough. So from then, but look, the weekly was very strong. So if we connect the EA will get us over here. All right, and the market reach. I have 100 pips stop loss break even. I don't know. This would be a loss. So as soon the loss is happening over there, re-enter over here. Maybe survive that pullback. And if it's not, would it close me out? And that's the entry, and they would be running over there. So this would be a bit, like I said, this I like now with the EA these crazy days. We cannot worry because we got 3 entries anyway, so that could help us as well. So the weekly is up, beautiful support, shoulder, head and shoulder. We got the run, we got everything that we're looking, and there it is. So if I connect the EA Monday morning and I say, yep, this is what I want to do, the EA will enter anywhere over here, stop loss plus 5 or 10 pips I suggest over there, and this will be monitoring and it will be a winner. And the beautiful thing is that we don't have to watch it, we don't have to monitoring, just put it over there. And that's one of the best things ever can happen here. Canadian yen, beautiful weekly as well. Now we look in the both are the strongs here. You know, the more we come into the end, the more, if we pick in the tops of the list, but when we come to the bottom, you know, could be hassled. But if we put the EA to work over here, this is what the EA would have, you know, done. So we are about below the line. So the buy will be anywhere over here. The stop loss is over there. So this one will be a first loss over there. The EA comes over there, put us another trade over here, and stop us out over there. Two trade. Remember, we got three, and three goes, and this will be an entry, stop loss, and here would be the exit over there, which is, you know, this one that would be maybe offset one of the losses. And you see the beautiful, one of my friends say, Jeff, you know, this really will take the human emotion. You know, the weekly candle close is really a strategy. It's been proof, you know, it's been so good. And this one will be just completely there, you know. Maybe we can decide here to put a very small lot size if we want to continue trading. This one's, I don't know, is up to everyone at the end of the day. Um, so this is the Swiss yen. So we do have the weekly up, the daily, that kind of retracement. This is I did manually. So as you see here is the midline. So it would be activate the stop loss over here. And as the market comes, so here is now my stop. This is still a lie. And this is what I keep saying, you know, to everyone. You know, for me, this is the 20% at the bottom. This is the 20% at the top, and I don't know, you know. So what we're wanting is this middle part only, and that's what the E8 is meant to do, that from there. Okay, so and that's, yeah, that's going over here. Pound New Zealand. So this one now we know that is some kind of problems over there. So when we look in on the weekly, at the beginning of the weekly, we know that the pound New Zealand are actually sort of strong. We look at New Zealand is more stronger, so we look in the short side. Um, so if we look in the short side, so this would be here, it would be my entry. That's my stop. Stop me out over there. Put me back again. Stop me out. That would be a big loss. Here, re-entered it again, and then that one would it. So the third time, it would have got that trade over there. So as you see, they are a little bit wild, these currencies, but at least this one will offset the losses and would be ended up and not much. Australia, New Zealand, we're looking now, this is quite bearish, according to there. And so Australia and New Zealand, we see we got a very competitive there, but nice ABC with a weekly down. So if we're looking to go short, here would get us the short trailing stop us out, very small loss, enter back again and get us out over there. How beautiful is that? So, and yesterday I did a trade and got a stop out over here. So that's it. So that's not an issue. We do, you know, if I think by Friday, you know, once everything is done, then that's it. We have nothing more to worry about over there. Pound Australia. So we know that these currencies are a bit. So if they here sort of, you know, it looks to me a bit bullish. So if I would have decided to go bullish, that's my entry, that's my exit, that's my entry, that's my exit, and that's it. So two losses, and possible would enter over there and X me out over there. So you see, once you see that the market is not doing it the second time, at the third time would be, that's it, get you out. So you pick the losses, which it will be, you know, from here, maybe that's a break even scenario, and the other one would be right over there to here, another break even, and then the market would looking to go long. So I don't know whether this one or this one would get possible, maybe yes, maybe no. 5 pip is nothing for the pound Australia anyway, but if we got over there, this one, you know, would be the first loss, and then the EA to stop trading from there. So three goes, and that's it. So that's the theory behind it. We give it a week three times. Jackie, did you have I explain you about why I have 3 times? The win ratio reward 1 to 3. Yes, no? Can you say it there, please? All right. The reason that we have over there is because let's see we trade 10 times, 10 trades we do. We got 100 pips stop loss and 300 pips target. All right, so that's my normal defaults that I have over there. So let's see, we have a system that only provides us an accuracy of 50-50. Okay, so that's mean that 5 trades it will be a loss with 100 pips. So that's mean we're losing 500 pips over there. But 5 trades ended up in a winning, but we have 300. So that is ended up into a winning. So we ended up still, having 50-50%. We still ended up into the money. Now let's say we're only gonna trade 3 times, and we got this 1 to 3. So that's what the reason we got 1 to 3. So let's see. The first one is two are a lost. All right, so that we loosen 200 pips. Only one got a winner, which is this will be 300, and we ended up at the end of the day with 100. So that's why we got the 1 to 3 win ratio reward over there, that we can allow to have the first loss over here, the second loss over there, and then if this one would be a winner, that would be covered over there. But in this case, you see, and the beauty is that this takes all the emotions from us, just do the whatever it is. So that's why we got the 1 to 3 win ratio reward to allow us today. Today, actually, this week I make 6% in my account, which it was quite good using the EA with this one there. So was a quite nice return. So here we got now this one, the US Swiss. As I say, I'm not very keen to trade on. I like to trade support, not resistant to go long. So if this is, how do we know this is going to become, time to buy? So this is what I always said. The only way we can consider this, like for example, look at how it's going to finish over there and now, is when resistance has become support. All right, until now we're still looking resistant, but maybe next week now we have a completely different view, isn't it? So we're changing the game only when these things is explained. Now the close is quite positive. I don't know that index meter with the US Swiss. US is over there. Swiss is more weak, so that's why the US is taking off. So possible, I would have said I'm looking to go long. So here it is. The long would be producing around this area. The long would be hit me over there and stop me out over here. And then that would be the first loss. The market comes back overnight, enter here and stop me out over there. And then the market enter back again over there and maybe stop me out over there. So there would be a tremendous 3 losses there. Now, once I got the first loss over here or the second one, then I normally, if the market will go up, this is the line that the market need to respect. Once the market cross the line, then I don't want it for the third time. So we still need to do a little bit of work, when we come in the morning and say, no, this is this one really is not working. So we get the 2 losses, but we don't get the third one. But at the end of the day, look what it came down, and from here, it goes. But it's better not to be in those positions over there. Canadian Swiss, this one I did not have much of the direction. It was on a strong side. That's the entry, that's the stop loss. and that would be the next entry, next stop loss, entry over there, and then would be there. But when you see this, who wants to be into that? All right, US Canadian didn't do much. There it is, US Canadian, and the same, and that's what I mean. When you come in, somebody, a friend, a guy who contact me from the ATAA, he's trading only the US cross, and he did trade the Euro US, and he said, "Oh, Jeff, I don't know why the Euro US," and I did send the watch list to him. It's just courtesy to him, and I say, "Well, I gave you the list, and I tell you, that." I'm not anymore. Before I used to trade only the yen crosses or the US crosses, like I was patriotic for those ones. And who wants to be patriotic with a currency, even with Australian currency? We're just here to make, business, and that's it. So, in the Euro Canadian, we didn't know really much of the direction. I did look to trade long over there. And if I would set up the EA would get me in here and stop me out over there. Now towards the end of the week, once you are in that trade, sometimes I disconnect the options, so I don't want to enter. What I want to get is just exit from there, and or reduce my stop losses in case that one there. So this one would have not done very well, and that's the Euro US, and the same thing. So if we don't have a real convincing, so this one will be the entry. The year would get us inside here, get us out over there, put us back again, stop us out over there, and possible back again. So all the profits would have done it there. And as I said it again, once the second losses happen, I need to analyze where I am, because if the market is already stopped me out, this support is not support anymore, but it's resistant. I'm not interested to get the third time um, stop out from there. All right, so that's that. Now, Jackie, before we do anything with you, you need to do a very painful job that everybody knows this job. You have to come in Tools, History Center, and in History Center, you have to come to every single currency over here. Click, click, and click, and click, and click until the whole thing is populated, and then download it. Set OK, and this job will take, if you have some movies, put some movies there to watch it, got some coffee, or ask for help. But this now the moment this is quickly because this platform I'm using, and then the rest of those just continue clicking until populate, one by one, one by one, one by one, until everything is populated. Look the records that is populated, so make sure that everything is populated over there, and that's it. Once you finish that, open the next one, click, 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 click until it's populated, downloaded, and set OK, and then again. And that at the moment, this one is run quickly, but this takes ages to do. All right, this job need to be done for the EA to work. Otherwise, it will not work. Once you've done this job, all right, give me a text or call, and then we can process that, help you how to install the EA. All right. Is that cool? You understood the job? Okay. No worries, Jackie. And yeah, so that's so make sure even if we have to do tomorrow, look up better for so Monday you can start with the EA to work over there. All right. Yeah. Now I just want to click a little bit on the stock market just to show the power of looking what I'm looking. So this is the charts that we were looking before. So as you see here, we got a beautiful weekly sort of turning around. So around $2.70, we get ready to enter from there. Now that I have this, even here, we can use in that. I don't know if Griffin would have this 1 hour. I guess 1 hour would be dungeon where we can put the in the midline looking for trade from there. But anyway, so that's the AMP. Okay, now let me first of all, I think I need to do window tool backer wizard just to re-update the data from yesterday. No, this is another one. Yes, maintenance. I think that's right. Select it all. Next, just need to populate that out. Okay, finish. Um, I might need to close. Yeah, this is a bit funny. Otherwise, the new day will not populate. All right, so now over here. Okay, so that's bullish. So there we are. And again, what powerful it is of a weekly candle close. Wait for the retracement, and there you go from that one there. Nothing new there. Westpac, weekly candle close, 3 touches, ABC, enter over there, and there it is. It's running like a no half over there. Weekly candle close here is there, but do we have the ABC upside the trend line? Now I cannot consider these lines. Sorry, that's there. That line over there because the market already deep inside the trend line. Just remember the floating strategy, and that's where we need to set up over there. So waiting outside that one, an ABC, and then we are okay with Sancor. This guy has coming down, still in his way down. We don't have yet turning around, but that was a nice pullback, enter, and $6.50. Maybe the market is moving towards up. So here we are, the weekly um, uh, so we're looking there. So market didn't retrace. So right at $78, market just went, and that's today is actually a quite nice entry. Last night, the market in here. We're looking org weekly says down, pullbacks, and this one I think it has a stop. Seeing Newcrest mining from that level. Market is just playing between the 2150 and 2050. Macquarie Bank the same. Now yesterday was an opportunity to enter and $120, and there we go. It's amazing, if somebody can sort of self-manage super fund. So maybe this week now is, you see, now is getting quite clear this after all the mess. We do have a break. So the first pull back from there, there's a nice pattern there. Weekly is over here. We see a lot of support. So if insurance IG would be a good, and actually it's engulfing all of this. So get ready for that one if you look that one over here. CSL weekly is up, daily is down, and there it is that the trade. So we're looking, right over there. Look where the so right at the open, we look in the midline somewhere over there, 187, and at the moment it's at 191. But you see the consistency of the strategy, that you're looking and every time the market pulls weekly what it says, daily there, beautiful, another one, another one over there, and sometimes options would be sometimes better with this kind of there. Weeklies over there, and another beauty as well, and that's the pullbacks. Is that too difficult for to do now analysis on any charts that we're facing? So weeklies over there, this is the retracement, beautiful way to entry anywhere over there with the stop loss over here, following over there, but great potential as the market. This is a cloning actually technique from there to here that is bouncing from that. ANZ weekly there, 3 touches, beautiful pullback as well over there. If we look in there, what the weekly is telling us. Do we have shopping levels? Yes, there it is. How many of you excited with this stuff, isn't it? Weekly over there, look what we're looking there. $2.70, $2.50 maybe. Get the midpoint between those prices, set the order, and go fishing. All right, my friends, nothing more I can show you right now. So I think in the 13th of November, I have internet problem, which is Tuesday. Just Telstra sent me that they're gonna do some maintenance here, so I don't know how we go, but we'll see from there. All right, so nothing more I can say for you, Richard. Give me maybe a half an hour before I contact you, send you the thing, and we see you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and cheers and bye.